I've been really enjoying the Steph Curry era rebuilds, and today we're continuing on with the San Antonio Spurs, a team that is built for final success, has a bit of a mixed roster, but one that is always good in these simulations. Starting off with Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, he started his career in San Antonio, then ended up on the Toronto Raptors, which is not happening today. We're going to keep him around, of course. LaMarcus Aldridge is 31, Paul Gasol is 36, Tony Parker is 34. All these guys were great in their primes. Don't get me wrong, and they could still be good pieces on a championship team. I just think, just like some of the other rebuilds, we do need to focus on some youth movement because we have Ginobili here, who is 39 years old. Patty Mills, who's 28. Danny Green is 29, and then it drops off. We have Kyle Anderson, who's 23. DeJounte Murray, who's 20, and Davis Bertans, who is 23. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, this team, bit of a mixed roster. I think just like other rebuilds, we're going to leave it for the first year and see how things go. Lucky for us, we do own our first round picks moving forward. So we do have some draft capital ready to make some trades. I don't think we're going to really make any trades in this first year. I do like kind of seeing how the teams go, how 2K rates them. So we'll just drop the bench utilization down and make it short. It's a 10-man rotation. So it's a pretty good roster, not going to lie. And unlike other teams, there's a few auto-generated guys here, but because a lot of the money is already tied up, these contracts expire after a year. So yeah, this team is pretty good. I would like another center, but I think we're just going to possibly just run it. Yeah, we're just going to run it how it is. And I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. And then we'll make some trades this offseason. So I enjoy doing these rebuilds. If you've got any team you want to see me get to first before I do my order, then definitely comment down below and let me know what team you want to see. But Steph Curry takes home MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Joel Embiid. The 76ers is a team that I definitely want to look after. JJ Barrera over on the Thunder is your 6th player of the year. DeAndre Jordan is your DPOY. Most improved goes to Jokic. And Steve Kerr is your coach of the year. 69 and 13. So are we going to have any guys on any of these teams? I don't think we will, unless no, Kawhi Leonard does make it here, and that's basically it. Okay, cool. So we are the 2 seed here in the West, coming up against the Sacramento Kings. We are gonna look at the stats. So Kawhi Leonard led the way. Rebounds go to Paul Gasol, assists go to Tony Parker. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what we do this offseason. I'm not actually entirely sure what we're going to do, but it might be a bit of an interesting one because I don't want to change the team too much, obviously. So it's 2-2. It's now 3-2. So they have a pretty interesting team. And we get it done in 6. And now we're coming up against the Utah Jazz, who have Exum, Burks, Hayward, Favors, Gobert, and Ingles. Exum is a bit of a beast in this simulation, I found out in previous videos, actually. So, but we end up going up 3-1. Can we close it out in 4 and 5? No, can we close it out in 6? We close it out in 6. And now we come up against the first seeded Golden State Warriors, who obviously we had good success with in our video for them. And they also have Steph Curry, who is an absolute legend, and they lose him in most of the time in free agency as well. So let's just drop this down to an 8-man rotation, and let's just simulate the round. So it's 2-2, it's 3-2 us, and it's okay. We're going to a game 7. Okay, let's see. Can we get past it? The winner takes on the Cavs, who are no easy beats either. So it's a pretty tight game, pretty back and forth. Are we able to run away with it? We are. There we go. So we end up going through to the finals here. Let's just reset and see if we can beat the Cavs. Have they made any changes? They haven't, but I obviously have a really, really good team. So it's 2-1 us, it's 2-2, it's 3-2 us, and it's okay. We win in 6. Kawhi Leonard is your finals MVP. All right, interesting. So we get a couple of these older guys a championship before they potentially either retire or we trade them. So yeah, very happy with that. Very happy with that. Now we can have a bit of fun with the video. We don't have to focus on just winning a championship. Ginobili here. I don't know if I'm butchering that name. He's going to retire with the championship, which is nice for him. So let's head down to draft lottery. I don't think we got 28 or something that's going to be our pick. So let's see. We have pick 30. Okay, we've picked 30. That's completely fine. Obviously, I would like to trade up in the draft a little bit. A younger Greg Popovich is sticking around. and let's head into the NBA draft. So this is going to be important for us. I would like to potentially get another pick here. I don't know if trading away a Tony Parker that's 35 is smart or not, but none of these moves are smart. Obviously a San Antonio legend, but we might have to trade him. We might have to look to trade him unless we want to move on from someone else who we don't really... I mean, we have Ronnie Embry here. I don't know. I thought I changed all these contracts, but obviously not. Okay, let's see if we can move on from a Tony Parker and get like a top pick. What team are we going to finesse today to get a top pick? Look, I don't want a top 10 pick. Maybe 12 or 13 would be fine. The Lakers would normally do silly stuff like this. Let's see if they'll accept this. They're not going to. How about we throw them Ronnie Embry as well? I know this is probably tragic for San Antonio fans, but let's see if they'll accept this. They say no. I would like to keep Tony Parker, but can't. He's a bit... He might regress. Okay, let's see if we can flip this guy for a late first round pick then. And then we'll just call it 24. Nope, they can't do it. They probably have Dame and all the other guys on the team. How about an early second? Would they do this? They want our first round pick this year for Eric Brandon. That's not happening. I'll give you 29 as well. No? Okay, they don't want to do that. Okay, fine. What else do you have? I mean, you have this pick too. Would that pick do it? No. I don't want to give you anything like that. I'll give you 29 as well. Bro. No. I don't want any players back. Okay. How about 11? 11 for Ronnie Embry. They say no. They want 2. Bro, okay. I just want to get rid of this auto-generated dude. That's all I want to do here. Okay, the Wizards. The Wizards can't do this. Why does no one have any salary cap space? The Blazers. Oh, we'd already tried them. They can't do it. Bro, everyone's poor in this. The Timberwolves wouldn't do it. The Thunder wouldn't do it. The Suns, would they do this? Okay, the Suns do it. So we get a couple picks. If we can now throw all these together, can we move up into the 20s a little bit more? Because, like, let's try and get this pick. Will they do this? No. I'll give you a couple more seconds. You want a first, a swap best? I actually don't hate this. Okay, let's do this trade. Let's give up a bunch of draft capital for pick 15, and we get a younger player in this draft. So Dennis Smith Jr. is here, Dylan Brooks, Jarrett Allen, Frank Ntilikina. I think we're going to go Jarrett Allen, just best player available, and we get a good center for the future, which I like. So make sure we sign him. Team player options, Paul Gasol is going to decline, and Kyle Anderson is going to opt in. Qualifying offers, no one's there. Moratorium, obviously Paul Gasol is going to be someone that we do need to bring back. So wherever he is, let's make sure we sign him. 2 years, 9 mil, and he's going to accept. So Penny Mills I'd keep around wherever he is. I'd like to actually keep him on the team. So yeah, let's sign him to a little bit more than the minimum. Let's hook him up for 2 years. And both these guys are going to come back, which is lovely. Okay, now let's play around with this team a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go a bit crazy here. I know the Philadelphia 76ers are in a bit of a rebuild, but we're going to try and get Ben Simmons, who in this game is an absolute demon. So Tony Parker, Danny Green, Davis Bertans, and 2 first-round picks for Ben Simmons. Let's see if we can get this done. They're going to say no. I'll throw in another first-round pick. We may as well. And they say no. Okay. Are we going to have to give up someone a little bit better then? Are we going to have to give up a 37-year-old Paul Gasol? I'll take out some of these other things here. Actually, we might have to give up quite a bit. So go Bertans, and then we'll go... Okay, we don't need our first round pick next year, but we'll keep 2029, which could be a very valuable pick. I'll go 2020 as well. So Paul Gasol, Tony Parker, Danny Green, Davis Bertans for Ben Simmons. They say yes. There we go. Okay, so we've got a new point guard in town, which I love for us. Let's slide DeJounte Murray over to the 2 guard, who he goes up a little bit, which is nice. And we need to sign someone else here. So a 30-year-old Wesley Matthews might not be too bad coming off the bench. So let's just sign him a little bit more to than the minimum. And we'll go team option here. and see if he comes in and joins us. He does. Is there any other position we really need now? I think it's just the center. It is the center and a power forward. Okay. Is there any centers here? Oh, okay. Maybe we shouldn't have traded away the guys that we did. Okay, let's just try and sign Kelly Olynyk, who's always great in the simulations. And we will sign... I guess we'll just sign Anthony Tolliver for 1 year as well as a backup power forward. Cool, and he does agree. So anyone else here that we want to potentially sign? Okay, I guess give me Brandon Jennings for a year, and then give me... Yeah, there's no one else here that I would really love to sign. Georges Niang's always interesting in these simulations. So we get Jennings, and we... Okay, Niang's not coming over to us. Let's just take... Let's take Jeremy Grant as well. Okay, let's see if Grant will come over and sign with us. Did he? Did he sign with us? Did Jeremy Grant sign with us? He didn't. Okay, that's fine. I still think this team is really good. I still think this team's great. So Simmons and Patty Mills, DeJounte Murray, Wesley Matthews, Kawhi Leonard, Carl Anderson, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Anthony Tolliver. And then we've got Olynyk and Allen. So the center line is a little bit weaker, but honestly, I think that's going to be fine. Let's have some fun with this next season. We've got Ben Simmons in the door, who I never trade for in any of these simulations. So let's just see how things go, and I'll catch you guys at the end of year number 2. We just won 73 games this year. That is nuts. LeBron James MVP, Lonzo Ball Rookie of the Year, 6th player Tyreke Evans, Anthony Davis Depoy, Most Improved DeJounte Murray, Coach of the Year Greg Popovich, and Murray McGee, which is us, is the Executive of the Year. So yeah, love to see that. We get Ben Simmons here on All NBA second team. Wow, that's crazy. And we don't get Kawhi Leonard. Okay, interesting. So yeah, maybe Ben Simmons is our number 1 guy, which is kind of crazy to think about. He's also here on defensive first team. And then we get Jarrett Allen here on rookie team. So lots of awards going around. Obviously, we just won 73 games, which is probably one of my best records ever. So Kawhi Leonard led the way. Ben Simmons wasn't far behind. Rebounds and assists. Okay. So now we draw the Houston Rockets, who have Pat Bev, Harden, James Johnson, Trevor Ariza, Clint Capella, and Eric Gordon. So let's see if we can get through this game. We win game 1. I'm kind of confident. Let's just see. And we win in 5. So now we draw the Denver Nuggets, who have a younger Jokic, Emmanuel Mudiay, Jamal Murray, Gallinari. Yeah, interesting team. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to the Nuggets. Game 3 goes to the Nuggets. Bro, I'll crash out right now. Okay, let's go drop it down to an 8-man rotation. They want to start Wesley Matthews. Let's see if that makes it any different. So game 4 goes to us. Game 5 goes to us. And game 6 goes to us. So now we draw the Utah Jazz again, who obviously Exum develops nicely. They have Rudy, Gordon Hayward. Yeah, pretty interesting team. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And game 4 goes to us. And now we draw the Cavs again for a second time, who haven't made any changes really. So let's just reset and see. The Philadelphia 76ers went all in, kind of trading Ben Simmons, and they didn't even make the playoffs. Okay, game 1 against LeBron and the Cavs, we lose. Game 2, we lose. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we lose. Okay, what is going on? Let's reset this. Game 5. Okay, I guess we're a phony 1 seed. 73 wins for nothing, and LeBron averaging 32 points a game is your finals MVP. Wow. All right. That's pretty crazy. So everyone was pretty good. I guess the younger guys just weren't great. All right. We need a better backup power forward as well this offseason. All right. So let's lock in here. Lots of retirees here. Pretty notable retirees. Let's head down to the draft lottery, because I'm pretty sure, I don't think we own our pick this year. I think it's next year we own it. So it's going 29 there. So that's completely fine. We will just kind of skip over that. Pretty sure Greg Popovich is still signed, so we will just continue on. NBA draft time. We obviously don't have any. Is there anyone that we can move for a draft pick though? Because it's always fun to get a younger player in the door. Not really. Unless we want to move on from San Antonio legend Patty Mills, but he was actually really good for us this year. Yeah, and Kelly Olynyk was decent. Was definitely decent. He's serviceable as a big man. Okay, let's just skip the draft this year. We'll just sim to the end and see who goes number 1 overall. So Luka to the Magic goes number 1 overall. Jaren Jackson, Ayton. Yeah, cool. Team player options. I think we're going to bring back Wesley Matthews for sure. Aldridge opts out, so we're going to have to pay him. Qualifying offers, none of these guys, but Carl Anderson wants some money, so guess we can see if we can offer him anything. So LaMarcus Aldridge here wants a 5-year deal. Let's just do a 2-year deal. I'm going to see if we can flip this. I'm going to see if we can trade LaMarcus Aldridge because he's getting a bit older. We'll do 3 years team option, but we'll reduce this down to about 18 and a half. Let's see if he'll accept that. And Carl Anderson, we'll just give this contract to for sure. So both those guys are coming back. And yeah, that is basically it. So cool. All right, let's just lock these guys away. Cool. All right, now we need to worry about the rest of the roster. So Simmons and Mills are great. The Aussie duo. Murray and Matthews, I think is going to be fine. I don't mind Wesley Matthews being here. Bit of experience at the bench. Carl Anderson's okay. Maybe we can look to trade him in a bigger trade here. Kelly Olynyk and Allen's fine. LaMarcus Aldridge has been really good for us, but obviously he is now 33 years old. So I'm going to look around the league and see what we can maybe flip a couple of these contracts for. Okay, Dwight Howard would be kind of cool, but he's 32 years old. Bobby Portis. Kevin Love is 29. Oh, he would be awesome on this team. And J.R. Smith, we can probably flip. I actually really like that trade for sure. All these other guys are a bit older though, which is a little unfortunate. 26-year-old Rudy Gobert and a first-round pick. I feel like I would do that in a heartbeat if we didn't do that recently though. Brook Lopez, Jamal Murray, Miles Turner, Valanciunas and Pascal, DeAndre Jordan, Otto Porter. I think we're going to do this Kevin Love trade. I'm happy with this. We're going to do that. And then we are going to look to flip J.R. Smith here for something else. Not sure what else, but we already had Danny Green on the team. Jeremy Grant could be fine as a backup small forward. The Cavs would give us 2 first-round picks for him back. That is just insane. Chandler Parsons. The Kings will give us a bunch of picks. Everyone's going to give us like picks and stuff, which I guess isn't too bad. But I kind of want players here. Okay, let's go Jeremy Grant. Trade J.R. Smith for Jeremy Grant in a second. That kind of fills up that backup role that we need. It's just a backup power forward that we need to sign right now. And Julius Randle we can afford. We can afford Julius Randle. I think we have to offer him that money, right? Or is there a center there that we can potentially... Nurkic. Ooh, Nurkic is decent in this game. He really is decent in this game. Well, we actually have some really good offers here that we can... Wow, okay. No, I think we have to stick to what we're doing. I think we have to just keep this team... Julius Randle would be fun, but I think we have to sign Nurkic as a better center, which kind of hurts my heart. He's restricted, so let's just offer him the contract, and let's also offer Julius Randle the contract as well. Anyone else here that we want to offer the contract to? Gallinari, probably not. TJ Warren, probably not. Can we afford LeBron James? We can't. Okay. just looking. Okay, cool. Let's just see if we get any of these guys. And I don't know if we're going to or not. Both of them agree to sign with us. Okay. Julius Randle would be really cool, but we have a power forward and we have a small forward. So I think we're going to go Nurkic here. I think they're going to match it. They match it. Okay. Randle is still here. Randle is still sitting here. We just signed Julius Randle. Okay. Okay. We just signed Julius Randle. Wow. Damn. Okay. Is he going to be the sixth man? I think he might have to be the sixth man. Because we did, okay. Okay. Do we have any other money to spend? I don't think we really do. That's fine. Yeah, I think Julius Randle's going to have to be the sixth man next year. Which is crazy to say. Crazy to say. We can always flip him at the deadline if we need to, but yeah, that's a fun acquisition for us for sure. Lots of green here, lots of green, and I'm excited for this next season. I'll see you guys at the end of it. 72-10 is our record this year. Another 70+ win game of year. So Russ, MVP, Luka Rookie of the Year, 6th player Mason Plumlee, Draymond Green, Depoy, most improved Markelle Fultz, and Greg Popovich is your coach of the year. So where are all our players? We get Kawhi Leonard here. No Ben Simmons this year. No Ben Simmons on any team. Interesting. All right, cool. So we are going up against the Lakers this year. We have the 1 seed versus the 8 seed matchup. Jalen Russell, Mitchell, Isaac, Larry Nance, JaVale McGee, Brandon Ingram. They have a really fun team, actually. That's going to be a fun team in a few years. So let's just simulate, see how things go. We get through, and now we come up against Portland, who have Dame, DeAndre Jordan. Okay, interesting team. Interesting team. They don't have CJ McCollum anymore, which is interesting. They always trade their good players away. So now we get through. We come up against the Denver Nuggets, who, did they beat us last year? No, we made it to the finals again last year. So let's shrink this down to an 8-man rotation. Let's see what happens here. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to the Nuggets. Game 5 goes to us. So now we draw the Cavs again. And we obviously swap power forward. So this is going to be interesting to see what happens this year, because we do have Kevin Love on our team. And we sweep. We win in 4. Okay. Kawhi Leonard averaged 40 points. That's nuts. All right. Let's go one more year, just for the vibes. And let's kind of see what happens here. So we do have that 2019 pick from the Bucks, which could end up being something decent, maybe. Doesn't look like it. We're pick 30. Is that it? Did we trade that pick? Is this 2019? Bro. Okay, we need to bring back Greg Popovich, of course. Wait, where is he? Where's Pop? Did he retire on us? Wait. Greg Popovich retired on us. Okay, that's crazy. He retired on with a ring, so I guess we try and get Billy Donovan over here. Or we try and get all right, Billy Donovan's our only guy. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's go on to NBA draft time. I'm pretty sure this is 2019, so we should have got that swap with no, we didn't. Okay, we must have traded that with the Ben Simmons trade. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can potentially move up in this draft. I don't think we actually can. We've got to pay a lot of players this offseason, so all right, let's just simulate to our pick here, and let's take. Okay. Let's just take Cody Martin here. That's fine. I'm not sure this player is going to play for us, but that's fine. All right. We've got a lot of guys we need to sign and bring back. So all these guys, so Kevin Love, we're going to have to pay, which is going to be interesting. He's probably going to want a lot of money. And then there's other guys that we're probably going to have to extend to, I'm pretty sure. It's just Patty Mills. Okay, so Kevin Love, let's give him a 4-year deal. We'll overpay a little bit because I want to actually keep him with a player option on the end. We'll go 3-year deal. And Patty Mills will bring back a little bit over the minimum as well. So we'll definitely sign both those guys back. Okay, we have a lot of contracts actually here that we need to figure out. Okay, so Renassa writes on all these guys except Olynyk, Wesley Matthews, and Jeremy Grant. Okay, so let's lock away these guys. Make sure we sign them. Okay, and now we need to worry about bringing back our guys. So Wesley Matthews, he's probably going to regress. So do we... Oh, we can bring Malcolm Brogdon in instead, which I actually don't hate. So let's bring in Brogdon instead of Wesley Matthews. Brogdon goes somewhere else. Okay, that's fine. So it's going to have to be Wesley Matthews, I think. let's just bring him back. We'll pay him a little bit extra than the minimum. That's fine. And then it's Jeremy Grant, who is not here, and Kelly Olynyk, who is also not here. I think Zubac is a bit of an upgrade over him, so let's sign Zubac instead. Cool. Oh, so Jeremy Grant actually went somewhere else. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fun. Okay, so who else? Do we need to sign anyone else? Is there anyone that we need to actually make sure? Yeah, I don't know. I don't love the Cody Martin over Jeremy Grant, but I guess it's gonna have to do. Zubac and Allen. Okay. I think that's fine. Is there anyone else here that we need to sign, or can we sign? Not really. Not really. Okay, Kelly Olynyk is here. I guess we'll just give him the minimum if he wants to come in and be a vibes guy with the bench. Cool. I'm kind of thinking, do we want a better center? Because we can flip Jarrett Allen. We can trade Julius Randle, and yeah, okay, let's see if we could trade Julius Randle for a center. I don't know which center we're going to want, but DeAndre Jordan's 31, who could be a good pickup for us, actually. Cat would be really fun. Cat would be like next level fun, but I don't think we can get there at all financially without trading away too many good players, which would suck quite a bit. So, okay, let's keep that in mind. So it's about $18 million that we have ish that we can try and steal a center from somewhere. I mean, Rudy's a backup here in Memphis. Let's just see if we can get Rudy for something. Zubac. Just sneezed. I don't want to trade Zubac, actually. Instead, let's throw in like Olynyk. Actually, let's throw in Olynyk. And there's no one else I really want to throw in here. So let's just throw in a future first. So let's see if they'll do this. They agree. Okay, cool. So now we're going to slide Jarrett Allen to the power forward. And our team's going to be Simmons, Mills, Murray, Matthews, Leonard, Martin, Love, Allen, and Gobert. Cool. All right. We just got an upgrade at the center position. And there's a few regressions, but hopefully we're still a good team. Last year in charge. Let's go out with a bang. So we fell off a little bit, but we won 65 games, which is completely fine. That's an insane record as it is. Russ, MVP again. Rookie of the Year, John Morant. Zion, 6th player. Depoy goes to Giannis. Chris Boucher is your most improved, and Billy Donovan is your coach of the year. So any Spurs on any of these teams, we get Ben Simmons on 2nd team here. And we get Kawhi Leonard on 3rd team, which is lovely to see. So we get Kawhi Leonard here on defensive 2nd team too. So we are the 1 seed coming up against the Phoenix Suns. We'll have a look at the season stats really quick. There you go. Ben Simmons is insane in this simulation. Insane. DeJounte Murray is also pretty good. Zubac was a good addition. Kevin Love has been pretty good. Cool. All right. Let's just see what happens here. Game 1 against the Suns. Who do they have? Michael Carter Williams, Devin Booker, Bagley, Hardenstein. Okay, so they have a good team for sure. That would be good in a few years. So now we come up against the Denver Nuggets again, who have Nurkic. They lost Jokic, and they have Nurkic and Paul Gasol there now. And it's 2-2. Okay, let's go here and let's get rid of, drop the bench down to an 8-man rotation. And we win game 5. And okay, so we're going to a game 7 here against the Nuggets. Hopefully we can just run away with it. Kawhi Leonard and Ben Simmons, can we just go X Games mode and just win completely? It's a bit back and forth, and we do end up winning here in 7, and we draw the Minnesota Timberwolves here. So Timberwolves have Curry, Levine, Wiggins, Bam, Cat. What is this team, man? What is this team? We win game 1, we win game 2, we lose game 3, win game 4, and lose game 5, and win game 6. Okay, so we're back in the finals again. Come up against the Knicks, who have Russ, Lonnie Walker, Tatum, Porzingis, Monroe, and Derrick Rose. That's also a fun team. It's cool seeing these like historic teams and seeing some of the guys that are playing today. coming in and playing as well. So we end up, okay, it's 3-2, and we end up winning in 6. There we go. Ben Simmons is your finals MVP. Okay, so we maintained this team pretty well. We never dropped out of the playoff contentions. We had 2 years winning 70+ games, and we turned Ben Simmons into an absolute all-star here, while keeping a few OG Spurs. So obviously Leonard, Murray, Mills, and I think that's it. Yeah, just those few. But yeah, we built a fun team. I had a lot of fun in this rebuild. Let me know down below what you want to see next time, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.